Today we're meeting another YouTuber. Hey, welcome back to another Axe Family video. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a smile on your face because today is a beautiful, beautiful day. Today we're meeting another YouTuber and his name is Cody. And
funny we have that in common, isn't it?
yeah, you're actually the third Cody that I've done a YouTube video with. Okay, so this is my friend.
We have the same name.
His name's Cody. Cody and Cody.
Yep.
He has a cool name too, so Cody and Cody.
And Cody is the #1 name.
I hardly ever ran into Cody. When I was a kid, there was, kids had the little license plates, you put on the back of your bike. Those were never available for me. So I was happy to meet another one.
Yeah, we're rare, I think.
Very rare.
Yeah. So it's,
how much do you think there is into a name determining what you're kind of the person that you become? Do you think there's anything to that?
Oh, I think it's huge. Like,
yeah.
Historically, I mean, royalty would name certain names. People in scripture would name certain names. Like, and so when we go about naming our future child, we're probably gonna take a lot of time to think through that. And I've done some research on our name and what that means, and so yeah.
Cool. I agree. Cody's a good name. Cody Jr.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, so I just have a few questions for you today. It's awesome to see your place. It's beautiful here, and I've enjoyed your videos. I am kind of on this track of becoming a full-time YouTuber and pursuing that full-time, and you've done that for 8 years now, is that right?
I've been actually uploading videos to YouTube for 11.
Okay, 11 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And so right off the bat, like, what is one of the biggest maybe lessons or something that you've learned from being a full-time YouTuber?
I think the thing that I get asked the most often is, hey, I want to be a YouTube creator, and I'll ask people, well, why? What is it you want? And if someone says, well, I want to make a living at it, I want to do that for a job, I almost think that will probably never happen. It's the thing with YouTube and what makes it so popular and why it's becoming more popular than television is that it's real. I mean, there's a lot of fakeness on there, but when you watch reality shows or you watch traditional Hollywood produced things, the people and these big stars and actors, I mean, it's hard to relate to them. You'll never meet them. You can't send them an email and get a response back.
Yeah.
You can never reach out to Tom Cruise and say, hey, Tom, would you make a video about thus and so? It's not going to happen. So there's a detachment. I think the biggest thing with YouTube, what we like about it so much, is that there's a connection, and you can still see real people. Many of the videos that I do are direct requests from folks that have asked, hey, would you do a video on this, or would you do a video restoring this particular type of tool? And what that builds is an audience that is very intimate and almost like friends. You probably know this, but we run into people all the time, whether it be at Home Depot or in town, that come up and say, hey, we really like your videos, and the thing that they always say is like, this must be really weird for you because we feel like we know you. We've watched you grow up, we watched your kids grow up and all this, and how weird is that? Is it weird for you that we know so much about you and you don't know anything about us? And so there's that intimacy and that genuineness that people are really hungry for, and I think that's why I really like it. I enjoy doing it. Why I like to watch videos, YouTube videos, because the people that I'm watching are real and sincere.
Right. You're sharing your actual life, and they're getting a picture of a real person. You're not pretending to be some character like in a movie. And
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And just from talking to you in person, and we were able to have dinner the other night, and I know that you are who you say you are. You stand up for the things that you stand up for in the videos, and you're a very genuine guy, and you're hardworking. I can already see that, and so.
The people are not stupid. They know you might be able to fool some folks for 50 videos, maybe 100 videos, but eventually you share that much content, who you are is going to come out in the video. And that's why the most important thing is if you want to do this full time, if you want to create videos, you've got to ask yourself a question: what am I passionate about? What am I really? And it doesn't have. You don't have to pigeonhole your stuff. You don't have to. That's why I tell. Don't start a channel that's Cody Minecraft. You know, that may be what you're really into right now, but is that going to be what you're into in 10 years?
Right.
And you don't want to label yourself as that. So the thing is don't worry about the content. Content doesn't matter. I get people all the time on the channel and they say, I have no interest in axes. But you're so interested in it and you're so excited about it that your enthusiasm makes me enthusiastic, and I just enjoy watching someone doing something that they love.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is that don't worry about the money. If you do what you're passionate about, if you do what's really in your heart and what you love, and that can change. You don't pigeonhole yourself. I think you'll succeed because people are attracted to genuine feeling, emotion, and enthusiasm, and the content just doesn't matter.
Right. So they're investing in you as a person, and so really, if you're in the video, that's what they're looking for. But then, if you happen to be working on an axe, then that's great. But
exactly, and also as a creator, don't waste their time. When I first started making videos, I didn't know how to edit or do anything, and I would try to shoot everything in one take because I'm considerate about. I worry about people's time. You know, everyone's busy, and if they're going to sit down and watch one of my videos for 15 minutes, I want it to be good. And so I'm really careful with my cuts and my editing, and I try to move things along, and I try to make them interesting as a sign of respect. If someone's going to give me their time, it's the most valuable and precious thing that they have. The least thing that I can do is to give them something worth watching.
Yeah, that's great. So you recently just hit 1 million subscribers. How does that feel?
Well, it feels really good. It was, I was playing it off, and I was like, oh, it's not really a big deal. And my wife, Mrs. W, was so excited about it that she kind of got me into it. So she's putting a big party together, and we're going to have a big thing with the subscribers that we're going to announce. And it's really fun. I do enjoy it. It was, for me, the 100,000 was a goal that I never thought that I would make. And when I got that, I thought, well, I've pretty much reached it. You know, you just can't do any better than that. And the million was so far off that I kind of put my head down and just didn't pay any attention to it. And when it came, it was, and I'm not going to say it was a surprise, but it kind of was. But the funnest thing is when you comment on someone's video and you see that 7-digit number behind your name. It's like, wow, that's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Well, personally, I would just want to tell you congratulations and way to go for sticking with it and all the hard work that you put in. You know, you've earned it.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's been the funnest job I've ever had. As you guys that follow my channel know, I grew up doing construction. My dad was a contractor, and it's not a very creative outlet. There's a system for doing something. You're told what to do. You do it. You know, you're not reinventing the wheel, really. You're basically just doing what you're told. And what I enjoy about this so much is that you wake up in the morning and you realize that I could create something that's never existed before that could touch lives, that could reach people in a way that I couldn't do before in construction. And there's no boundaries, and there's no limits, and there's no rules. And it's a hard thing when you've been grown up very regimented and punching a clock and showing up and working 9 to 5 and all that, to get out of that rut and to get into a more of a creative mindset. I'm still working on that. It's still 10 years later, and I'm still haven't mastered it.
I tend to write ideas down as those creative ideas come, and I have a list of kind of video ideas that I want to try out someday when I have the time, or when I'm feeling kind of like I'm not sure what I'm going to make. I can go to that list. Do you have something like that? Like, do you have a list of ideas that you go to?
I do. They come to me all the time, and usually it's usually a title of a video will kind of I can visualize the whole thing.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll just send myself an email. I have a kind of a code I put in there for video ideas, and when it comes to my mind, I'll email myself. And if I do get stagnant, or I'm just like, I don't really know what I want to make a video on today, I'll go back to that, and I always find something to do.
Okay, so let's say you are sitting here, and I'm actually yourself at 6,000 subscribers. What would you say to your previous self?
Oh, what would I say? I would say, has the Gangnam Style video been made yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you should probably make that.
Okay.
And get
Well, let's-
I would say settle in for the long haul and make videos as consistently as possible. I know it's a grind, but I literally made videos on average, I would say 6 days a week. And I put them out there, and I put a lot of work into them. And of course, you know, you have to find ways to do some fluffy stuff, because you just can't do a hero video every day.
Right.
So you have to find ways that you can kind of cruise control, but make sure that sprinkled in there you do put that effort in, and be consistent. Be consistent. Be respectful to your subscribers. Don't get drawn into the negativity. You'll want to get in there in those comments and defend yourself. Even today, I still struggle with that. It's like wrestling with the pig. You know, you realize the pig likes it. Stay positive. Buy good equipment. I have bought everything 3 times. Started with cheap, then went medium grade, and then finally realized that if you're going to do this for a living, you have to have professional equipment. So it's better to use what you have and save and do the research and buy quality.
Okay.
Buy quality equipment. That way you don't have to buy it 3 times. If you buy a nice carbon tripod, you're going to have that the rest of your life. You buy good microphones and so on and so forth. So I would just say that pace yourself, realize you're in this for the long haul. You're doing it because you love it. And if you ever stop having fun with it and becomes a job, then you need to change your format, and you need to start pursuing what it is that you're passionate about.
Yeah, that's really good advice. As you have the platform to talk to my audience right now, is there anything that comes to mind that you would say to my subscriber base as they watch my videos and get to know me, and as now they know that I'm trying to pursue this more full time and take this a lot more seriously? What would you say to them?
I would tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right.
That's what I would do. I would say be involved with the channel, and one of the funnest things about YouTube and following a creator, especially from the beginning, is to watch them grow and to grow with them. There's a lot of guys. I'll end with this, but I have had some of the most inspirational personal letters, sometimes in the mail, sometimes private messages from a lot of guys in the military that are overseas. And they're on their 4th, 5th, 6th deployment. They've been away from home for a long, long time. And when you're here, sometimes feeling sorry for yourself that you have to produce a video 5-6 days a week, and you're having a pity party, you'll get one of those messages. You know, the Lord knows just what you need in the time, from a guy that's been over in Iraq in the sand, missing his family, having his children born when he's away, that tells you that watching your family and watching these videos is the only thing that keeps him going. It's the only thing that keeps him motivated and inspired. And when you realize that, it's a heavy responsibility.
Yeah.
So we have to remember as creators that this isn't just, if we're setting out to do this, if we're putting our hand to the plow, so to speak, that we need to take it seriously. Remember what you're doing, and I'm speaking to you now, that it is important, it's worth doing. Stay engaged with your subscribers, and they will help you to remember that, because it's a good thing. It's worth doing. It's worth doing well.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for your time today. It's really great to meet you.
It's great to meet you,
Yeah.
Cody.
So if you haven't seen his channel, go on over to Wranglerstar, push that subscribe button all the way in. And if you are new to my channel, push that subscriber button all the way in and ring the bell so you get notified when I put out new videos. Give me a thumbs up and comment down below and just say hi. I'm glad that you're here. We'll see you later. Hats off to you.